the thing you're going to do defensively, hold teams to low field goal percentage, and then of course rebound really well. You did a great job with the field goal percentage, 26.7%. Probably didn't rebound as well as you wanted. What will it take for these guys to kind of maybe get to that level that you had at Dayton?
Yeah, I mean, I just told them in the locker room that we cannot rebound this team by only 1, and they can't have 11 no boards. Like, that's just unacceptable. So I also think it's a little bit different because this team pretty much had all guards out there, so a lot of their shots were, you know, long shots, and then their long rebounds, and some of our guards are trying to crash instead of being disciplined to get those long box outs at the three-point line. So, you know, we'll keep working it. We work it every day. I mean, it's a huge emphasis for us, so we'll keep on them. And we forced them to miss a lot of shots, like you said, but we got to get those one and done so we're not continuing to have to play defense.
Was the offensive pace what you wanted out of this team when you talk about your Phoenix break and things like that?
I thought it was at times. I thought it looked good, and then at other times I thought we got a little stagnant and stuff. And that, but it all comes from our rebounding. When we get clean rebounds, we can run at it, and you saw that when we got clean rebounds, we were out. We got a ton of stuff in transition, and I thought the second half we did a little bit better of that. But you know, they're still learning they're still learning the intensity and the discipline of possession by possession, what you have to play with. And you know, like they're gonna, I told them I don't care if we're up 30, 40, or if we're down, whatever. Like, it is, my mindset is every single possession matters. And you know, I don't like when people score on us. It makes me mad. So I want them to have that same mindset, no matter what the score is. It's just possession by possession.
Just continuing on that topic of pace, 28 points in the first quarter, and then a little bit more of a grind the rest of the way. Was that a combination of lineups you're experimenting with, or Quincy dig in a little bit defensively? Or?
No, I think it was we started doing our own thing instead of doing what we're supposed to do. And like, we weren't running our offense, we weren't running our Phoenix. We were just we went kind of rogue and just starting to jack shots, and that's when, you know, we had to get back to what we do. And you saw that in the second half more. We started running our stuff. I mean, we didn't get to the back end of any of our offense because we were just, you know, we were taking, and sometimes it's hard against a team that's giving you a lot of shots. You want to take the first one. But once we got back to really being intentional of getting paint touches, I thought everything opened up.
Coach, you talked about earlier in the week how just eager these players were to get back on the court in live game action. How do you feel like what you've seen in practice was able to translate into real game situations tonight?
I thought it translated some things really well, and then we had to clean a lot of stuff up, even defensively, with our ball screen coverage. There was times the communication wasn't there. You know, this is kind of the same themes with this team that we see in practice at times showed up tonight in the game, and sometimes we like to get quiet and not talk, so then our ball screen coverage, we have two people on different pages, and then the whole possession isn't solid from there. So just continuing to lock in on those details and really try to just, you know, sharpen up a lot of the little things, you know, in these next few days before Wednesday.
How did it feel for you to finally get in State Farm Center in real game in front of this crowd?
It's crazy because it seems like I was just there, you know, in the press conference, and it was, even though it wasn't just yesterday, but it was good. It was great to be out there. I was actually really impressed with, you know, I didn't know what to expect in terms of the crowd, and I thought it was a really good crowd, and hopefully we can continue to grow. And I said, you know, a lot of people I've heard in the past 6 months are like, State Farm Center's too big and you can't get, I think that place can get loud. Don't tell me it can't get loud. If we can get, this is my goal, if we can get the lower bowl full. That was always at Dayton. We wanted to get our lower bowl full. And it could be a great atmosphere. So that's my goal here, and my vision is that we can get that lower bowl completely full, and that place gets loud. And I thought our fans did a really good job tonight of being into it. When there's some good plays, you felt it, and you felt the energy. So we can get that place to be a really good atmosphere. We just need people to continue to come out.
Coach, instant offense from Genesis Bryant off the bench, is that a role you see for her continuing to go forward?
You know, that's why I recruited her out of high school when I was at Dayton, because that's what she was capable of doing. Now, she didn't get much playing time, so I think the last 6 months, or she hasn't been here 6 months, I have, but she's been here, 3 or 4 months. And since the moment she got here in the summer till now, she's a completely different player. Just from like getting that feel back and kind of her swag back and the confidence, like she has it now. So I just think this game tonight was huge for her. It was huge for her because in the scrimmage, she was a little timid and she was a little, I don't want to say nervous, but like she just didn't have that game like rhythm. And for her to go out there and shoot like she did tonight and drop 25, it's going to help us so much with her confidence. And like I told them, some of our best teams are the teams where we have 4 or 5 kids that all average 10 to 15 points. Like in our system, I've never had someone that averages 20 plus points. Like we've always been a balanced attack where it's really hard. Like Makira she only scored I think 4 or 6 points tonight. In our scrimmage she had 28. So like now we have 2 other kids that scored 20 something. Jayla didn't score in the scrimmage, she had 18. So if we can, KB had 10, if we can continue to get 5, 6 guys that are able to score at that level, we're gonna be really, really hard to stop.
Well, there's nothing timid about her head tonight, obviously, but
No.
is she the kind of player you can run some plays for?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's also nice because we can bump, Makira's going to play so many minutes, so we can bump her off the ball and put her to the 2 guard when Jen comes in to run the point. And I give Genesis a lot of credit because she has been in the gym nonstop getting shots up. And when you do that, it's not rocket science, right? If you get in the gym and you put the work in, you're going to see results. And she has worked her butt off in the gym, getting those reps up. So she's been shooting at a high level in practice, and it was great to see her carry over to game time today.
You had a couple girls not dressed tonight, and then Camille's wearing a pretty big brace. Are those injury things that, what are their status?
Yeah, our 2 kids that weren't dressed, they'll be back soon. And then Camille she had off-season surgery, so that she's going to be in the brace all year from that. All good. Thank you guys.